Hi guys, so continuing our discussion on strings, what we are going to do now is learn how to add dynamic data to strings and how to format the strings. So now we have to use the format function. First things first, let's create a new program. There we go. We go in new, we delete all this, and what we want to do first in this program is we want to take the stock name from the user and then convert it to uppercase. So basically take the stock name from the user and convert to uppercase. How do you do that? You take stock name, you take the variable called stock name, then you use the input function and then you type whatever the question is. What is the name of the stock, right? For the user to enter. Now this is what you already learned in the earlier session. Now how do you convert this thing into uppercase is simply by adding the upper function out here. So here you have taken the stock name, you have converted it to the uppercase. Now if you want to print this out, this is how it would look like. Now it's asking us to save the file, just save it as format.py and we are good. So it's asking me what is the name of the stock. I will type Reliance Industries Limited. There we go, and it's giving me the output in uppercase out here, right? So now we've done this. Okay, let's say I have another variable called price which I got from somewhere, the price of Reliance. Okay, and let's say I've got another variable called asset type. Okay, and I'll put that as equity. There we go. So now what I'm doing is I'm creating a string, okay, with the user inputted values and the other variables using the format method. Now create a string using the user inputted value and the other variables. Right, now how do I do that? I have to go and print. Okay, now just look at this carefully. What I'm doing is the name of the stock is, I'm just adding these few words to the output, and then I'm adding curly brackets. Okay, the name of the stock is curly brackets, comma, the price is curly brackets, comma, and the asset type is curly brackets. And then I'm completing my string, and then I'm typing dot format, and now I have to put what all variables are corresponding to the curly brackets. So the name of the stock is stock name, right? So I put that first. The price is the price that we entered. There we go. And the asset type is asset type, right? So now when I would output this statement, okay, when I just print this out, it's asking me what is the name of the stock. I'm gonna add Minda Industries Limited to this. Okay, now this is the output that I get. The name of the stock is Minda Industries Limited, the price is this, and the asset type is equity. So this is how basically you take values for the user, you compute whatever other variables you want to compute, and how you present the output to the user, right? Basically you are adding curly brackets. Okay, these curly brackets, they are called as placeholders. wherever you need to insert data into the string. There can be multiple curly braces and values or variables that need to be inserted, and they must be populated in the bracket after the format. So this is format and this is that bracket. So in this you have to populate whatever you want to add in the curly brackets. Now you can also provide variables in the curly brackets that will enter those values within the string at that location. Now let me give you an example. Okay, let me first type this. You can also provide variables within the curly brackets. So in this curly brackets, I can provide a variable, okay, and those will be used to identify what to replace, what to add to the string. Now again, this sounds very complex, but it's very simple. I'll just show you another example. So if I were to print, okay, the following sentence, you have entered the stock name curly brackets, and in curly brackets I'll type A, okay, and then I'm doing /n, okay. We are fetching the records for the stock name this, for the stock curly brackets. In that again I'll type A and then I'll put /n, okay, and then I add the price of the stock name curly brackets. Now in this I'll add A is curly brackets, and in this I'll add B. Now I'll close this string, I'll put dot format method. Now here I have to type A is equal to stock name and B is equal to price. So now if I were to run this, okay, just have a look at this entire thing again before I run it. Okay, you have entered the stock name A, then /n, I'll tell you what that is for. The price of the stock name, we are fetching records for the stock, again curly brackets A /n, and the price of the stock name A is B. Now what I'm doing is, in this string I'm entering the stock name in 3 places, right? So I don't have to type it 3 times if I were to just give it a variable A, and B is the price for where you need to enter the price. So when I run this, okay, again it is asking me what is the name of the stock. This time I'm going to put Ashok Leyland Limited. So it will run the whole program, but look at this. These 3 lines, the last 3 lines are what we are concerned with. You have entered the stock name Ashok Leyland Limited, okay, then there was a /n, which means you go to a new line. So it went to the new line saying we are fetching records for the stock Ashok Leyland Limited. Again there was a /n. Again it went on a new line, and it says that the price for the stock name Ashok Leyland Limited is this, right? So basically what you landed up doing here is, for entering one value in multiple places, you defined a variable A and you placed it in the curly brackets wherever that variable is used, and then you define that variable out here in the bracket which is there after within the format method, right? So this is what you have effectively done. We have also used /n to change the line to go on the next line within the output, okay. Similarly, if you don't want to change the line but you want to add a tab space, you could convert this /n to a /t. So let's do that. I'll just show it to you very quickly. /t, /t, and one more. That's it. So 2 times I'm adding /t, and this is how my output changes. What is the name of the stock? This time I'll type, just for the this thing, I'll type Maruti, right? So you have entered the stock Maruti. Now there's a big space here. We are fetching the records for the stock Maruti. Again, there's a space here, and the price of the stock Maruti is this. So basically that's how this entire output looks. So I hope you've understood this, how to format stuff in Python, how to add dynamic data and other variables in a string in Python. Okay, so in this video we have covered the format method, the placeholders, curly braces, /n, so that your output gets displayed on a new line, and /t, so that there's a tab space in your output. I hope you've understood this. Our next session, we are going to discuss data types in Python. Our discussion on strings ends out here. So practice strings well, guys. See you in the next session. Bye.